Hi, I'm Steve Thompson, president of Emery Thompson Machine.
I'm Christi Brown, sales manager for Emery Thompson Machine.
And welcome to our weekly program of Questions Answered. Christi, I'm going to start because I've got a bunch of them I'm going to have to try to get in the 10 minutes. Potential customer writes, I want to get into the ice cream and frozen dessert business, but the only thing I know about both products is that I like to eat them. Where do I start? That was a great question, and I came back with 3 questions for them to reply back to me, and then we can go from there. What do you want to sell? Do you want to sell super premium hard ice cream like Haagen-Dazs? Do you want to sell Italian ices or Italian water ices or slush as they call it up in Rhode Island? The next question would be, how do you want to sell it? Are we going to start at the bottom with a push cart and make a lot of money, or do you want to do a truck? Are you looking for a store? This will also factor into your planning of how to get into the business. The next part of it would be, what are your budget parameters? We used to do stores that started at $125,000 and went up. Now our average price is a much smaller store, smaller square footage, and about $30,000–$35,000. So knowing your budget is the way we can direct how we're going to do it. And then the last question is not because we're trying to push a sale, but what is your time frame? Are you looking to do it in the next 6 months? Do you want to get open for the summertime, or is this a long-range plan that you want to look into for next year? All of them are good time frames. It doesn't matter to us. We're here to help you get into business.
My turn?
Your turn.
So I'm going to start with, I did have a good question of why is the hardening cabinet not water cooled? Why is that not an option? Very simple. Same thing like your refrigerator. It doesn't produce enough heat, so it just strictly needs to be air cooled. It's a very simple answer, very simple question. I always have the simplest ones. There's really not a whole lot of explanation into that.
No, but it's extremely important. You know, people want to know that. That's why they call in. We always figure that for every person who writes in or calls us, there's probably 1,000 people out there who are thinking the same question. That's why we hope we're giving you really good information here. My next one is, how can I turn an ice cream formula into an Italian ice formula? This is something new. My friend Ralph's Ices up in Staten Island started it, where he said, you know, Oreo cookie is a fantastic ice cream. Why can't I make that in an Italian ice? Well, you can't do it because it's never been done. Well, that's a good reason to do it. It's a very simple way to do it. If my recipe called for, say, 1 bag of cookies for an ice cream, keep in mind dairy, milk, cream, sugar, skim milk, that's ice cream. Milk has a taste to it. Water has no taste. So my recipe for a cookie ice cream might be a bag of cookies, but for Italian ice, since water has no flavor, I'm going to do 2 bags. That way I get a very intense flavor, and now any flavor that's out there that is made in ice cream, mint chip, salted caramel, maple walnut, we can do it in Italian ice. Cuts the cost way down, and in a hot climate like Florida or in your hometown in the summer, it's much more refreshing than even ice cream.
My next one is, how do you make alcohol ice cream to where kids can eat it? You're probably a little stumped on that one as much as I am. You don't. You don't make alcohol ice cream to where any kid can eat it.
Just don't give it to them.
Yeah, don't give it to them. You can't cook it off. You can't do anything. You're not cooking, you know, sauteing some onions with some cherry wine. It's not going to cook off that way. You just don't make it or don't feed it to them.
Well, that was pretty simple.
I know. I've got all the easy ones.
My next one is you advertise your 12, 24, 44 quart machines, the 6 quart, the 3 quart, the quart and a half. What does this mean? Is this how much product I put into the machine? No, this is how much it comes out. It's a much more fair way of looking at making your product, is how much can I get out of this machine in a certain amount of time. The machine right over my shoulder is a 12 quart Emery Thompson. That means it's going to make 12 quarts of ice cream in a set amount of time. Ice cream approximately 8 minutes. Italian ices in about 18 minutes. The difference being that there is a higher sugar content in Italian ice than ice cream, and sugar takes longer to freeze than dairy. But we rate the machines by what actually comes out. When you open that gate and the product comes pouring out, that's how we rate it. So a 24-quart machine is 24 quarts of finished product. Did you have another one?
I do. One more. This is kind of a surprise. There's going to be 2 parts to it. So it's going to be a question and sum up answer today, and then it's going to be a final answer on the next week's video.
Oh, we got to wait till next week.
So, yeah. Man.
Okay.
So a customer had asked how to make ice cream with real bacon. Good question.
Great idea.
Never done it. So that's what I'm going to do. I am going to make ice cream with real bacon, and I've got a pretty good concept in my head. I got four choices, so if you're watching this, just shoot me an email which one you think I should do. Bourbon bacon, maple bacon, which I'll be using syrup for that, a candied bacon, or brown sugar bacon ice cream. Or if you have any tips that you want to share with me, that'd be great, because I'm going to give it a whirl and we'll see what it comes out like. Everybody likes the pickle ice. We got to try something else, you know, some bacon ice cream.
Have you seen the video of pickle Italian ice? I think it was a disaster. People in Texas love it. Christi loves it. But the redeeming value of it was Christi's husband, Mickey, creates the most flat bacon you've ever seen. I think he uses an anvil and puts it onto the bacon. It always comes out perfect. So we're thinking we're going to give out the Italian ice, and you can watch it at EmeryThompson.com, the pickle Italian ice. And we stick a piece of bacon into it, this perfectly straight, flat bacon, and everybody used it as a spoon.
They did.
They started going like this.
Yeah.
It didn't matter what the pickle tasted like. But the bacon was there. So it was great.
Yeah.
It really was a good product. You can see that at EmeryThompson.com. And we look forward to seeing what the results are next week.
I'm kind of nervous and excited, but I don't think it's going to be bad. I think it's going to be a very sweet. It's not going to be crunchy because bacon, it will not stay crunchy at all. Mm-hmm. So I've got some ideas. I think I'll get it.
Maybe overcook it. Make it extra crispy.
I was thinking about grinding it into a powder.
Okay. How about you try both ways and let us know.
Okay.
I mean, you can never have too much bacon ice cream.
I know, right?
That would be great. I can't wait. I have one last one. How am I doing on time, Mike?
2:30 left.
Oh, okay. Can I do a half batch in the machine? Meaning, the machine makes, say the one behind me makes 12 quarts. Can I make a 6-quart batch? The answer is yes and no. On the larger machines, 12 quart, 24 quart, 44 quart, again, finished capacity, you can make a half batch. So I can make 6 quarts in the 12. I can make 12 quarts, had to do my math, in the 24, and so on. And there's no problem with that. The only thing is it will take less time, but it won't take half the amount of time. So if you're going to make a half batch, watch the timing very carefully. You can't do a half batch in the CB350. That's a 6-quart machine, and you can't go lower than that, and the same thing with the 3-quart. Because there's so much freezing capacity in the machinery that we build so that we can put alcohol right into the machine like no one else can. It would freeze up the machine doing a half batch. But I got to question you on the half batch thing, and that is, if you're making a half batch all the time, why aren't you selling a whole batch? You've only got, say, 10 or 12 slots of ice cream. Why are you making a half batch? Is this
because they're making pickle ice. They can't make a full batch of pickle ice.
And in other words, nobody loves pickle ice. So there's your answer. Christi's got it. And that is, are you making a flavor that only you love? Are you doing this because it's something that you think should be in the store? And just because it's not selling, well, you know, damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead. I'm still going to make my coffee banana ice cream. By the way, yeah, see the reaction? Mm-hmm. I make coffee banana ice cream around here. It's a horrible combination, but I keep it because I know it's all mine. Nobody else is going to touch coffee banana ice cream. But if you're selling coffee banana ice cream, let me suggest something to you. Get rid of it. Nobody likes it. Only you like it. Take it off the menu. I think that's what we've got for this week.
I think so too.
You can sign up for this if you're just watching it for the first time by going to EmeryThompson.com, to our website, and you'll be signed up for any emails we are doing. We do a flavor of the week every Monday, and we'll be sending this out once a week, along with the 460 how to make videos, and increasing every time we do a class. There's a lot of information up there. There's where to buy just about everything, dairy lists. If you're brand new to the business, we can send you out a package. And there's I've got 30 seconds left. Christi is Christi, C-H-R-I-S-T-I, at Emery with an E-M-E-R-Y. Christi at EmeryThompson.com, and I'm Steve at EmeryThompson.com.
And don't forget to send me a message which of the 4 bacon ice creams you would like me to try.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.